experience with yoga was a class that used way too many props. Props were used as aids to relaxation. So my idea around props was very resistant to the idea of props, because I thought, well, there's me, there's the mat, what do I need a prop for? And I'm not going to relax, that's not why I'm coming. When I started my acro yoga training, I went to Montreal, and my teacher used blocks as challenges, as things that were to make it more difficult, to make it more challenging. And it totally revolutionized my idea of what a prop is. So I'm not interested in props as like a restorative aid for laying around. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just not how I use a prop. I use a prop as an aid to challenge. It actually makes it harder. Once you found that position, try not to lock your front knee. Press that right hand deeply, palm down if you can into the block. I started implementing the use of the block to create a target, to align people better in their bodies. Bend the front knee, bring the arm up, and switch. You need alignment, because when you do anything repetitively incorrectly, it ends up being an injury or a misalignment of power. Pivot your toes, bring the block with you. Integration or alignment is where it's being held by your body inside somewhere, arms, knees, feet. And you're learning to hold the weight and space of the block with the integration of your core. Squeezing it between the legs is another great one for core, because when you hold something in your legs or in your hands, you have to hug your muscle in around the bone and into the center line, which is an amazing strengthener just in itself. Bend into your knees, have a seat. You can go horizontal. Balancing, I do a lot of balancing on it. Karate Kid style, bring the leg out in front of you. And you think, oh, big deal, standing on a block, ugh. But it actually is a big deal in the mind's eye. The mind sees this much higher off the ground, it goes, ooh, this is interesting. And so the mind is engaged differently immediately. Full extension in the back leg. Keep your gaze forward, don't let your heart droop. Well, I really enjoy the runner's lunge and getting the foot from the lunge over the block back to downward dog. That sequence, you think, no big deal, but to lift the foot high enough to get just over the block and place it at the front by your hand and then back again is working and integrating so many different parts of your physical anatomy, not to mention your breath and concentration. Creating an obstacle, creating a challenge, get over the block. The block is mostly in your head. However, there's a physical block for you to be reminded that it's mostly in your head. Lean into the right foot and extend the left arm out. So it's changed Ashtanga, which is repetitive, into something that's dynamic and ever-changing, because your focus is always shifting and you're learning how to move your body differently in relation to the block. That's nice. It's great for your digestive system. There are ways and adaptations to make it easier. Like, nobody has to do it perfectly, nobody has to do it smoothly. It can be a real shit show at first, it's fine. And then you lift your right leg up. It's hard. I don't even think of it as a prop anymore. A block to me now is like, we're gonna do some core. All right, that was fun.